Welcome back, y'all. We are here for the Group B preview. We got Qatar, we got Canada, who is hosting, we got the Swiss, and we got Bosnia. I am so excited to have Bosnia back. In this preview, hopefully you got a chance to check out Group A. Got a little feedback. I've never done anything like this before. This is first for me. I just love the World Cup, and I decided this year to maybe try a little bit something different. If you caught in the first episode, I am a teacher here in Lincoln. Been doing it for 15 years. Love the World Cup. I wanted to tell some stories, wanted to make some predictions. I'm going to do 12 groups. Before the World Cup starts, maybe lucky video number 13, we're going to do a knockout prediction. I might have some friends, might have some buddies join me along the way. Trying to talk them into it. I think it's going to be more fun the more people we have interacting. Let's get into it. Group B. Starting off with Canada, the host, and I'm looking at their results right now recently. They did really well in Copa America. But recently, they haven't had the best results. I'm looking a 0-0 draw against Tunisia, a 2-2 draw against Iceland. They got some star players that are currently injured. Canada's limping into it right now. Some of the players that I think could take Canada to the places that they want to go in this tournament, it all is going to start with Alphonso Davies. Fonzie he's the superstar of this team. If he's injured and can't go, it completely changes the dynamic of what this Canada team is capable of. I think that he's an electric playmaker, typically plays in that outside back position, but for Canada, they typically use them a little bit more forward in the pitch. If he can't go, Canada's screwed. Canada will be out. They'll be just like in 2022 out in the group stage if he can't go and isn't fit. But I have a feeling that he's going to play. Other players, we got Jonathan David. After a massive transfer to Juventus in 2025, he's been one of the best finishers in Serie A. He's known for his ice-cold composure in front of goal and his elite and tactical intelligence. He's the man that Canada looks for to score goals. If he's scoring goals, Canada can get on and run. Tajon Buchanan. This dude is filthy. He has a potential to do something that a lot of other Canadian players just can't do. He can beat people with one-on-one dribbling. He's very unique in the way he plays, and I think he's going to be the key to unlocking some tough defenses, especially if Canada can progress out of this group and get into the knockouts. Tajon might have a chance to do something crazy and become a legend for all of Canada soccer for years to come. Moise Bombito, currently injured. Is he going to play? Is he not? When in Copa America, he was one of the best defenders in the entire tournament, showing that he's not just a good player for Canada. He can be a great player on the world stage. Bombito, what a freaking name. His ability to chase down strikers and close down open spaces allows Canada to play their high-pressing style that Marsh wants to. Derek Cornelius, one of the best names of the tournament. He's the other center back for Canada. He's the one that doesn't get as much talk, but you know if your name is Cornelius, you are going to be an absolute beast. I think Cornelius is going to score a goal somehow on a set piece that's going to help Canada get a point. I just got a feeling Cornelius with that name, he's going to do something here. I love Canada. They brought us one of the best shows of all time, Trailer Park Boys. I've watched every episode of Trailer Park Boys several times. Canadians are known to love to fight. I mean, think about all the Canadian hockey players. Think of some of the famous Canadian MMA fighters. Think of some of the famous Canadian kickboxers. Pretty much most of the cast of Trailer Park Boys love to fight. You got the Green Bastard love to fight. Cyrus loves to fight. You got Bo Bandy that, if he's taking his pants off, he's down to fight. Letterkenny. Literally go back and watch some of those first episodes. Those dudes like to fight. Personal favorite fighter of mine from the show Letterkenny is Radass. Go watch that Radass episode and tell me that isn't a classic one. All right, let's move on. Moving on here, we're going to go to Switzerland here. And I'm going to pull up the Swiss here. Let's look at some of their recent results. So we got the Swiss here, recently lost 4-3 against Germany back in March. And then they had a draw with Norway 0-0. Before that, it was just smooth sailing for Switzerland all through qualification. They are just a country that just oozes elegance. When the Swiss show up, they're going to put on a quality performance. They're going to put on something that you can be proud of. This is a country that has not been to war since 1815, gives us some of the most beautiful scenery in all of the world, and have elite cake rolls. Some of the players that are going to lead Swiss to the glory this year. Granit Xhaka. He's probably one of the most underrated players in the world. He's the captain of this team. Somehow he's still going. He'll still be on the field. He's still going to be the midfielder that creates everything, box-to-box present. He's the most important player for Switzerland. Somehow he just continues to come back and continues to play well for him. You got Manuel Akanji. He's one of the best defenders in the Premier League right now. He's a center back. He's going to be a key for that back line. Swiss can be a little leaky in the back. He's going to be the piece that's going to shut down some of those plays. Breel Embolo. I love watching Embolo play. He's their main goal-scoring threat. He's going to score goals. He's dangerous every single set piece. He's explosive, can make a play out of nothing in any moment. It could be 1-1 and all of a sudden Embolo breaks loose. Now it's 2-1. He's the go-to forward for Switzerland. Look for Embolo to score goals this tournament. A young player, he's not going to probably be in the starting 11 at the beginning for sure, but who knows? He could maybe by the end of the tournament be the reason Switzerland are doing something they've never done before. Johan Manzambi. The 20-year-old has talent to put his name. He could become a superstar. That's the type of talent he has. He's very creative. He's very unique. He's different from most Swiss players. Look for him to get in a 1-1 type match and create something. And then when he does create those moments, look for it to become impossible for the beautiful Swiss coach to take him out of the lineup. And if you don't know the Swiss coach, now that Hervé Renard is out of the tournament and not coaching for Saudi Arabia, Murat Yakin, he's probably the best looking. Go look him up. He looks like the type of guy that would be in a romance novel and your wife or a girlfriend is on a trip, on a vacation. Maybe she's on a work trip and somehow runs into him and all of a sudden sparks start flying and next thing you know, she's made a huge mistake. Moving on. Let's go Qatar. Qatar did not do as well as they were hoping in 2022. They hosted the World Cup. Everybody was excited for them. I was picking them to get out of the group. It's always tough for me to go against a host because I know what they've been capable and what they've done throughout history. But they did not do well in that last World Cup. But this is a team that is back-to-back defending Asian Cup champions. That's not an easy tournament to win. Think about it. They beat Japan in that tournament. They beat Australia in that tournament. They knocked off Iran in that tournament. They beat Iraq in that tournament, emerging Uzbekistan, Jordan. Qatar should be taken seriously, and they have revenge on their mind. That cannot feel good for Qatarians to go out that way. And they got some good players. They got some really unique pieces for this Qatar team, and they got some of the best. That maroon jersey, maroon, just a straight fire color. And Qatar has enough money to buy some players, okay? They got a lot of mercenaries on their team, and they have some money. I put in my book that they're like a millionaire walking into a Burger King when they come to America. They're going to come in with their shoulders back, relaxed, and they're ready to take it on. They're not going to disappoint as much as they did in 2022. I can guarantee that. For them, Akram Afif. He's the most important player for him. He's got legendary hair. He's got legendary skills. Very shifty. He's gonna score goals. Look at some of his goal highlights that he's created. He is the primary source of creativity and goals. He's got blistering pace, intelligent movement. He can score on set pieces. He can score beating a defender one-on-one. Had a hat trick in the 2023 Asian Cup final. He's the freaking guy for Qatar, and I want him to do well. And if Qatar wants to do anything, it's got to be Akram Afif. They also got Almoasis Ali. He's the all-time leading goal scorer for Qatar, which kind of interesting. We got 3 all-time leading scorers. Jonathan David for Canada will be in the World Cup. Almoaz Ali will be in the World Cup for Qatar. And then we also got Džeko for Bosnia. He's going to be at the World Cup. I just cannot see Qatar doing as bad as they did. A lot of people are picking them against them. I don't hear anyone really picking for them to get out of the group. So I think that this could be the motivation that they need. And it's not like they have complete world beaters. They're not going up. They're not in the group with like Brazil and Morocco. They're not in the group that has Ecuador and Germany. They're not in the group that has Norway and Senegal and France. They're in a manageable group. Switzerland is not impossible to beat. Canada has injuries galore. Bosnia hasn't been in the World Cup since 2014 and had to get in through the playoff. There's no team that is unbeatable. This Qatar team is dangerous. Like I said, back-to-back Asian Cup champions. Don't tread on them, okay? Take them very seriously, but it's going to be tough for them in this group especially. Now moving on to my favorite team in this group, the team that I'm rooting for. I'm not even Bosnian, but I got the Bosnia shirt on. Bosnians are some of my favorite people to talk football with, talk soccer with. When I've been listening and showing all my students that I am from Bosnia, take me to America. I am from Bosnia, take me to America. That could be the song of the summer. They're going to bring some of the best fans to North America, the Dragons. Okay, for the Dragons, Džeko, all-time leading scorer, the captain. He's in his 40s now, but he's the main goal threat. I think he broke his collarbone. I'm not sure what he did against Italy, but then the dude is still such a maniac. He was wanting to take the penalty, and when it got into penalty, then he would have. If they would have let him, he would have been out there. He's a legend, and he deserves to have a good tournament. It's exciting for him to be a part of it. Even if he wasn't on a team that I was cheering for in this World Cup, he's just one of those people that you cannot hate against, and you just have to root for. Karim Alabegovic, explosive pace. He's got that flair, that filth. He's a youngster, man. He's only 18 years old, so the world is his oyster. He could become a star this summer. Okay, he could become a star. Karim Alabegovic, remember that name. At Esmer Bajraktarevic, Esmer. Okay, tough name for me to pronounce, but he is known as the Milwaukee Messi. He is a product of America soccer. He could have played for the United States. We missed out. He loved his country, Bosnia, where his family's from. He's a star. Okay, I said Albegovic could become a star. Bakhtarevic, he's already a star. You can just see with his ability to create space, create moments, and the confidence that he has. He steps up like a penalty and takes it like Andrea Pirlo. Okay, super sharp dribbling, fearless creativity in the final third, bringing flair and unpredictability that could turn a match in Bosnia's favor at any moment. Okay, I am going to be rooting for this Bosnia team. Let's take a look at some of their recent results. Okay, so they won in penalties against Wales. That's what allowed them to get to that Italy match, which nobody on earth was picking them. And go look at that. Go watch some of those highlights from Bosnia, Italy. I don't know where the hell Bosnia were playing. Honestly, that looked like they were playing outside of the projects on the show The Wire. Then from the apartments, there's flares, there's drums. One of the craziest atmospheres for a game of that magnitude. It's unbelievable. And drums and flares and smoke. Then look at the scenes in Bosnia after they won that match to qualify for the first World Cup since 2014 for them. They're going to be one of the talks of summer. I'm excited to watch them. Let's talk about a little bit of the odds here for each team. Okay, when I pull this up. So this is just to get out of the group, okay, or to win the group, actually. You got Switzerland sitting at minus 112. They're the favorites. Canada, plus 250 to win this group. Pretty good odds, especially their host. All their games are going to be in Canada. Might not be a bad bet to sprinkle on. You got Bosnia and Herzegovina at plus 275. Come on, Bosnia. Do something here. You got Qatar at plus 3,300. That's a crazy, in a group of 4 teams with no super, there's no super teams. There's none of the top 5 teams in the world in this group. At plus 3,300 is pretty crazy odds. So now another thing that I was doing, I'm going to go through the match and just make my prediction. And this is going to eventually lead us when we do that final prediction before the World Cup is about to start. Who's going to be in my first place, second place, third place. And then the goal is to have a couple friends. We're going to do the knockout predictions together. All right, it all starts off Friday, June 12th. Canada, Bosnia in Toronto. What a game that's going to be. Oh my goodness, Canada and those Bosnian fans are going to show up. World Cup in Toronto. You know the Maple Leafs, the Canucks are going to be going crazy there. I think it's a draw. I think it's going to be a 1-1. I could even see a 2-2. I could see goals just being scored left and right. I have both teams earning a point here. Qatar and Switzerland. I think Qatar is going to be so motivated to do something, and I think they're going to score a goal here. They're going to score a goal. Switzerland, it could be leaky in the back. But overall, Switzerland is just too much. I think they're going to be too much. I could see this being a 2-1. I could see it being a 3-1. That type of match there. This game's going to be played in San Francisco. Moving on to match day 2. We're on Thursday, June 18th. Switzerland versus Bosnia, and this is in Los Angeles. So you think about something to kind of take note of here and maybe pay attention to a little bit. Bosnia is playing in Toronto on Friday, June 12th, and then they're playing in Los Angeles on June 18th. That's a long travel, okay? That could be difficult. That could play a factor. I think the crowd for Bosnia is going to be insane and pick them up. I think they're going to earn a point here. I'm going to say this is going to be a 1-1. I could see somebody making something happen late, and it looks like it's going to be 1-0, and all of a sudden, damn, it's 1-1. Other match day 2 game. We have Canada, Qatar, and this one's in Vancouver. So Canada goes from playing Toronto, other side of the country, now playing in Vancouver. I told you I'm not sleeping on Qatar here. I could see Qatar getting something out of this game. But right now, I feel like Canada got that draw against Bosnia. It's not going to happen again. I think Canada's winning this. I could see 1-0. I could see 2-0. So we get through match day 2. We got Bosnia, 2 ties. So they're sitting on 2 points. You got Switzerland with a win. They're sitting on 4 points. Canada on 4 points. Qatar, 0 points still. Going to match day 3, which is going to be Wednesday, June 24th. Switzerland, Canada, also in Vancouver. So Canada doesn't have to travel. Switzerland coming up to that match. Everyone's picking the Swiss. I'm gonna say a draw. I say, and this could be goals here. I'm gonna say 2-2. Alfonso Davies or Tejan Buchanan do something in this match to earn a draw, and both teams are gonna move on. They're gonna have 5 points, and both of them are gonna be happy with that. Other game, Bosnia sitting on 2 draws. Playing Qatar in Lumen Field in Seattle. Qatar has nothing. This is going to be a crazy game. And I think Akram Afif is going to shine in this. I think the Milwaukee Messi is going to shine. This is a game, one of those games that probably not too many people are marking as one of their top matches to watch. I'm going to be watching this. This game's going to be freaking awesome. Some superstars, some filthy players. I'm going to say it ends in a draw again. I'm going to say 2-2 draw. Qatar gets a result. Bosnia gets a result. So now Bosnia sitting on 3 points, 3 ties. That's crazy for me to say that. I could see them winning a match and losing 2. I could see them losing 2 matches and maybe getting a draw. I could see them winning 2 matches. But I'm rooting for you, Bosnia. But here's how I have it right now. We're still sitting about 34 days out from the World Cup. As of right now, I got Qatar in 4th on 1 point. I got Bosnia in 3rd place on 3 points. I got Canada and Switzerland both on 5 points. But on goal differential, the Swiss are going to take it. And they're going to get 1st place. But, man, I hope I'm wrong because we know who I'm rooting for. Let's go, baby. Group B done. Look for Group C coming up in the very near future. Happy World Cup, y'all.